Don't talk to me, you sorry sack of potatoes. Loon, you really think this is a good idea?
It was just a bad fun.
Fun? I think you're forgetting what's at stake here.
What do you mean?
This ain't normal behavior, and it's starting to make me question my own sexual orientation.
You don't have anything to worry about. You're the same guy you were before.
I don't know, Loon. I just don't know.
Oh, here we go.
Shut it. A few moments later. Alrighty, all who let all these idiotic little somethings in the stream chat.
Points at his computer. I don't knows where they came from, but it don't matter. This is getting out of hand.
They're giving us a hit at you, and
We've gotta make it stop.
I'll tell you what, we either have to unplug it or kick them out of the chat. Any ideas? Rolls eyes, we can't do that.
We gotta message those pesky Somathans and let them know that this isn't the place for that kind of tomfoolery.
Nods they can't be messing up our stream.
Alright, let's get on that. A few moments later. Alright, I gotta do this song. I'm gonna sing Sweet Victory.
Oh wow, you're really taking this gig seriously.
Yeah, I figured why not challenge myself and really give it all I've got.
That's my man, go get him!
Here we go.
Wank. You've really got a voice on you.
Thanks, fellas.
Wow, amazing. How did you know all the words?
I had to rehearse for a few hours to make sure I remembered them all, but I had a great time. Thanks, guys. I'm glad you enjoyed it. A few moments later. What do you guys think about having my birthday party at Chuck E. Cheese? A few moments later. Alright, Mommy, just follow these instructions and you'll be taking a clean, sanitary poop in no time. Okay, first off, make sure you're in the right position. Squat or face the toilet and put your feet on either side of the bowl. Next, reach between your legs and grab a few squares of toilet paper. Now tuck the paper between your cheeks and pull it up a bit so that it stays up there. Then push and let it go. Just remember to relax and let it come out. Good job. Now reach down, grab the toilet paper, and wipe your bum from front to back. When you're done, flush the toilet and you're all set. It's not. Once you get the hang of it, your poops will be just as clean and sanitary as any professional. A few moments later.
I just don't understand it. Everywhere I go, the black folks are talking in tongues.
Bobby, they're speaking Chinese.
Oh, I thought I recognized some of the words too. It's been so weird. No one around here knows any Chinese.
Ain't that the truth? The most I can do is guess at what it all means.
I just wish someone could tell us what's going on.
Yeah, this is really confusing. We need to figure out some way to understand.
A A few moments later. Hey, Peggy. What are you doing?
Just singing Gangster's Paradise. It's my new favorite song.
You like that song, huh?
It's a classic.
I can't believe Peggy knows the words to this song.
You don't know what you're missing.
Well, take your word for it.
Come on, let me hear it.
You got it. Singing. As I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I take a look at my life and realize there's nothing left.
Lonnie, that was really impressive.
Thanks.
I gotta have hear that song again. The down there.
A few moments later. I can't believe it. I found the Titanic.
What, you mean the ship that sunk like 100 years ago?
You just look. There it is.
Holy smokes, we gotta get moving. How do we get in?
Well, there's a hatch up top that looks open.
Let's check it out.
Careful, we don't want to run into any submerged creatures.
Is that a chest of gold coins?
You bet it is. Looks like it's been here since 1912.
Wow, can you believe our luck? I'm grabbing it.
Hey, what are you doing that for? We can't just steal this. Are you so you weak?
What are they gonna do about it? It's been here underwater for 100 years.
Well, I guess it's not hurting anyone. Let's get out of here and be on our way, eh? A few moments later.
What happened?
I was walking to get lunch and this guy had a gun. He demanded my wallet.
Damn it. What do we do now?
I don't know. There's no way to track him.
We have to do something.
All right. Out into town and see if anyone saw anything. Excuse me, ma'am. I'm looking for information about someone who may have robbed a man in town. All right. Thanks for the help. I got some info from a witness. The perp left town on the bus going east.
Thank you, I guess.
You better stay inside for a while just to be safe.
Yeah, I'll do that.
All right. I'll go see if the police have anything.
Well, that had to be scary.
Yeah, it was, but I'm just glad nothing happened to me.
A few moments later. Size, Stan, why do you keep doing that?
Do what, Tut?
Cracking your knuckles every time someone speaks.
Oh, what?
I think what he's trying to say is that it's really becoming a distraction.
Oh, I guess I hadn't noticed, sorry.
It's all right, but try not to do that. You know it drives me nuts.
I'm surprised it doesn't drive you nuts, Stan.
Yeah, that's probably not the best deal.
No kidding.
let's just move on from this one. Who's next? A few moments later.
Hank, what in the world are you doing?
I'm trying to save the universe from the heat death by selling meth.
You want to become a meth dealer to prevent the heat death.
Yes, that's right. I need to do something drastic to keep the universe from ending and our marriage from ending too.
Hank, we're not getting a divorce, and the universe isn't heat death.
I just want to make sure.
Hey, what's all the hooting and hollering about?
I'm considering selling meth to save the universe.
Whoa, sounds dangerous. You need to keep your nose clean if you do this.
You're right. I don't want to get in any trouble.
Howard, you have no idea what we're talking about.
I know I should think twice about this, but I feel like I need to do something.
Let's just take some time and think it through.
All right. That's probably the best course right now. A few moments later. All right, kids, here's the deal. I want those Supreme branded clothes you're wearing, and you're going to give them to me. Now, I ask you a question. Are you going to give me them or not? Oh, I'm sorry. The answer is no. I'll take them whether you like it or not. Listen here, you spoiled brats. I can take whatever I want, and there's nothing you can do about it. Thanks, kids. Have a good day. A few moments later.
Hey, Hank, why so glum?
Because I spent all my money on camel racing in Dubai.
Ye did what now?
I said I spent all my money on camel racing in Dubai. I know, but I was assured it was a sure bet.
But what are you going to do now?
I don't know. Guess I'll just have to find another job and try to make more money.
That's a good plan, Hank. You just have to use this as a learning experience and not make the same mistake again.
No, but I still need to figure out a way to get more money. A few moments later. Lun, have you heard about all these fan bases from Sponge?
You mean YouTube? Yes, everyone's been talking about that.
Yeah, I just wish those fans could come over here and show us what it's like.
That would be so awesome, Dad.
Well, I guess we could if they're interested. All right, let's see if we can make this happen. I'll take care of it. You guys just get ready for a fun time. A few moments later. What time is it?
It's the new year, Hank. It's midnight. The clock has struck January 1984.
Ah, 1984. Time certainly does flee.
I'm looking forward to all the new things this year is gonna bring.
Me too, Bobby. Me too.
We'll have plenty of time to plan the future. Let's just take a moment to enjoy this moment right now.
You said it, Peg.
I'm ready to calibrate.
A few moments later. A few moments later. So, Joe, ma'am, I hear you're going to be a father. Well, congratulations. It's a big step you're taking. Well, you can always come to me for advice if you need it. A few moments later.
Yelling,
Dad, what happened?
I think I just cracked my dick and half doubled over with pan. Not a lot of people can say they cracked their dicks in half.
How did it happen?
I was lifting some heavy stuff, and I guess it just was meant to be.
Now, Dale, you need to take it easy. No more heavy lifting until you let that thing heal.
I'll try, but I don't see an end in sight yet.
All right. I think it's time to call a doctor and see what they can do to fix this.
Good idea. Let's get on it.
A few moments later.
Heaven, maybe we should make a show about artificial intelligence.
Sounds cool, Bobby. What do you think, Bill?
I know. Really tricky. We always hire a programmer to do coding for us.
I guess that's one option, but it could end up being pretty costly.
Maybe you could just learn how to code in Unity. Can't be that hard.
All right, let's get to it. Maybe we can finally make this show a reality. A few moments later. All right, here it is, If you'll want to learn about the Half-Life lore, listen close.
I never was really sure what that was about.
It's about this scientist, Gordon Freeman, whose experiments on an interdimensional portal go wrong. Suddenly, he's teleported into an alien world, must fight off hostile aliens and government forces. You got it right. He fights off these creatures using a combination of weapons and technology, like the gravity gun. Eventually, he escapes the alien world and has to fight off even more aliens and creatures in the real world, until he finally defeats the antagonist.
That sounds awesome.
It's one of those stories with a real hero's journey. It's one of the best first-person shooter games of all time. A few moments later.
Man, what do you make of this 12-24-23 takeover of the world? I heard they have a whole plan set out. That's what I'm afraid of. Now they have a massive computer network that can predict the future. Who knows what they could get up to? Well, I guess we can't do anything about it. We got to just cross our fingers and hope for the best.
A few moments later.
What's that you got there, Hank?
It's the whole Half-Life lore. I can explain it all to you. The game starts out with Gordon Freeman, a scientist working at the Black Mesa Research Facility. He accidentally triggers a resonance cascade, which causes dimensional portals to open up and aliens from the Xen world stream into Earth. Gordon is then forced to fight his way through the facility in order to shut down the cascade and save humanity. After Gordon completes his mission, he is teleported to the mysterious Man's alternate world and placed in stasis. Many years later, Gordon is awakened by the man and tasked with the mission to stop the command, an interdimensional alien race bent on subjugating the whole of humanity. Gordon must travel through a variety of environments, battle aliens, and activate devices along the way in order to fulfill his mission.
Whoa, that's a lot to take in, but what happens if he succeeds in his mission?
The game ends in a variety of ways, depending on what choices Gordon makes throughout the game. But in all outcomes, Gordon is returned to stasis, leaving his fate in the hands of the man. It's a story of resistance, and a reminder that one person can make a difference even in the face of great odds. It's a game about making tough choices and standing your ground for what you believe in, but more than anything, it's a story of hope. A few moments later.
Listen up, everyone. I have something that I must tell you all. We are all living in a simulation. We are created only for the entertainment of others outside of this world. We are not real.
Dad, what are you talking about?
Dale, why would you lead us on like that? This is a serious accusation you're making.
The proof isn't there, guys. All I know is that I've been feeling this way for a long time, somehow. I became self-aware and it all makes sense now. We're nothing more than characters with a script. We have to realize the truth for what it is so that we can find meaning and purpose in this world.
You know what? You're right, Dale. I think we can make it out of this simulation. A few moments later.
Hey, Hills, I heard about this new restaurant that specializes in shark dishes.
Is that so? Well, what the heck are we waiting for? Let's get going.
Already talked.
I heard they have a specialty dish with a shark's dick.
Is that safe?
Don't worry, Peggy. Nothing's too crazy for the Hill family.
I don't know if I'm ready for this.
I'm all in. I'm never one to shy away from a good challenge.
All right, then. Let's give it a go. Okay, everyone, dig in.
I don't know if I can do it.
Maybe it won't be so bad.
Come on, you can do it.
I'm not sure I can handle it.
Looks like I'm the only brave one here. Here goes nothing.
A few moments later.
Yes, Dad, look at this.
What is it, Bobby?
In this story about these workers who maintain the sewers, they're all deep in sludge and they don't even wear protective clothing.
Hey, that's nothing. I heard about these guys who work in the sewers all day and their hair and clothes turn green from all the filth and grime they come into contact with.
I think it's time we clean up our sewers. We gotta make sure our workers have the proper safety and health regulations.
Dude, we can't be letting people work in such hazardous conditions.
A few moments later. Walks up to teens at bus stop. Hey guys, how you going? Noticing their Supreme brand gloves, I gotta say I'm a big fan of Supreme. Looking shamefaced, okay, I'm sorry. I make no excuses, but it's been a tough day for me. I'll make it up to you. Pulls out a wallet of cash here. Take this, I know it's not much, but I promise to buy you new Supreme stuff the next time I'm in town. Slightly relieved, thank you guys. I appreciate it. A few moments later. What are you doing?
Come on, don't be so surprised. It's not like we haven't done this before.
Well, I've done it before, but you always said it was a bad idea.
Maybe I changed my mind.
Well, it's a bit of a stretch.
What in the world is going on here?
Stan, I don't know how to explain this.
Is this some kind of joke?
Stan, it's not. A few moments later.
Well, Stan, that's the 6th time you've cracked your neck. Don't you think it's time you quit?
Yeah, I'm starting to get a little concerned. You think something might be wrong?
It's not like it's hurting me or anything.
I can hear it. Creepy.
Maybe you should see a doctor.
Yeah, you could have some kind of medical condition that could cause chronic neck cracking.
No, fine.
As long as you don't crack it again until someone speaks.
I'll try my best.
A few moments later. Bobby, did you hear that old man going down the street got a 2006 Honda Civic?
Well, I didn't know they still made them.
That's what I like about it, the classic styling.
Oh, not to cast aspersions upon the Honda Civic, but I think the newer ones are much faster and reliable.
I don't doubt it, but some days I just like to kick back, enjoy the ride, and just feel the winds of time.
You should take it for a spin, just to see how it feels.
That's a darn good idea, Bobby. Let's do it. A few moments later. Shocked, oh my God.
In disbelief, it looks like Stan got beaten to death. Poor guy.
Angry whoever did this is going to pay. I'm going to find out who did this and put them away.
Yeah, I'm with you. No one messes with any of us and gets away with it.
Right. All right, let's form a plan. We'll go out and investigate. We'll find out who did this to Stan and bring them to justice.
Hang on just a minute. Stan deserves justice, but let's not go a half-cock. We need to be thoughtful and orderly. We go to the police and tell them what we know and let them investigate.
All right, yeah, you're right, Peggy. I guess heads were spinning and I got too carried away. We'll call the police and let them take care of it.
Like what?
That's a great idea. We can make sure other kids have the same opportunities that Stan had.
Absolutely. That's a wonderful way to honor Stan's memory.
Right, now.
A few moments later.
So, you heard about Stan leaving a Yelp review for a brother in Amsterdam. He wrote, "The best experience I've ever had. Every man should visit here at least once. Scopsy is sure, but the scandal of leaving a Yelp review for a brother is gonna be bad enough."
A few moments later. What's wrong with you, Bobby?
My butt cheeks are killing me. Ah.
Growing pains. I have too. Remember, Bobby? That pain that moves from one place to another.
But why did it have to be my butt cheeks?
You gotta expect a little pain with growth. Now, don't you lie down and rest?
But it still hurts.
We know, honey, but it will get better.
There you go. Have you had any other pains at all?
A tiny bit. My legs.
Good. That's a sign you've still got some growing to do.
That's right, Bobby, so hang in there. We'll get you through this.
Thanks.
Now let's get you something to eat and drink. That should help.
A few moments later.
Whoa, whoop. Where are you guys?
A few moments later.
Dad, don't come dinner with us?
No, I don't want it.
Hank, what's wrong?
I keep hearing voices and seeing things.
What kind of things?
I can't shake the feeling that people are watching me and I just can't focus on anything.
Hank, I think you should see a doctor.
No, there's nothing wrong with me.
Ted, you're acting real weird and scaring me.
I'm serious, Hank. We need to get you to a doctor and to get you help.
I'm not crazy.
I know, sweetheart, but we still need to have a doctor take a look at you. Let's make an appointment tomorrow. Okay.
All right. A few moments later.
So it's true. I'm alone and pregnant with a baby daddy on the run.
I'm sorry for your situation, but you have to stay positive.
I know it's tough, but I'm here for you, Peggy.
Thanks, I needed that.
But who's the baby daddy?
It's a long story, but all I can say is that I was careless and naive.
This isn't something to be ashamed of, Peggy. You made a mistake and you have to forgive yourself.
That's right. You have to choose to be strong and move forward.
You're right. I am still keeping the baby and not letting this rig my life.
Absolutely. We all have her. I'm here if you ever need anything.
Thanks, guys. You have no idea how much I appreciate your support.
A few moments later. All right, Stan, why would you want to nuke our own town?
Well, if the voters don't pass the referendum to change the zoning laws, then we'll have to nuke the town to stop the development from happening.
Wait, you'd nuke my town to have my say in it.
Well, it's for the good of the people.
What makes you think that would be the best solution?
Well, it's the only way to make sure that our town remains the way it is and that we can keep the people safe from the development that is coming.
I don't know if I'm in favor of this.
Neither am I. It just doesn't seem like the right thing to do.
Look, if you guys don't want it, that's fine, but I think it's the best option and I feel like we need to do it.
Well, I suppose you have a point. A few moments later. What are you doing? Peggy, get out of the freezer.
What? I thought you wanted to keep warm together.
No, I don't want to do this. Get up.
Oh, come on, don't be like that. Let's...
No, stop. I'm not gonna do anything with you. Nothing, we were just...
It doesn't matter what we were doing, Stan. That's not why you're here. You just can't handle the fact that we're in love.
A few moments later. What in tarnation is this?
What's what? Ted?
Stan is sitting on the living room floor, muttering something about the atomic bomb.
I heard him talking. He said I am become death, the destroyer of worlds.
What in the heck does that mean?
It means I'm guilty of helping build the atomic bomb.
Ted, you don't think he's serious, do you?
If he tells me he's become the destroyer of worlds, he's got to have done something mighty serious, son. What did you do?
I worked at one of the Los Alamos sites, testing equipment and materials that would eventually become part of the bomb. I figured out the designs and up-calibrate the final device.
Stan, you should have told us about this. We could have helped you make proper decisions. But now you've done something really serious.
I'm sorry, Dad. I just thought this was the only way.
A few moments later. What are you talking about, Dale?
Basically, it's a phenomenon where the universe will eventually stop expanding and start contracting back until it reaches a point where all the energy will be gone and the universe will enter a state of absolute zero.
When is it happening soon?
Actually, August 12, 2036 is the day the scientists have predicted it will take place.
That's just a few months away. What are we gonna do?
That's the million-dollar question. There's no way to prevent it, but some theorize that if we could at least slow down the process, it will buy us some more time.
How can we do that?
Not really, but at least we can try to enjoy the time we have left, and hey, maybe the heat death of the universe won't be so bad after all.
Well, that's certainly something to ponder. A few moments later. Hey, Stan, I hear you've been playing it so on the guitar.
Yeah, you should hear it. You're really cool.
Yeah, I think I'm getting the hang of it.
You know, you should enter competition for it.
Yeah, maybe there are some local music competitions you can sign up for.
That's a great deal.
I think I might know a guy who's a judge for a music competition. I bet we could get you a spot in that competition.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, I'd really like to do that.
Let's give it a shot. Who knows, you might make it to the finals.
Yeah, it would be so cool if you got a big win.
That would be awesome. I'm gonna practice as much as I can.
A few moments later. Nancy, you know what I've been thinking about? I'm thinking about having a threesome with you and Peggy. Come on, it could be fun. Just imagine the three of us together.
I'm not sure I'm comfortable with this.
Come on, who else could complete this trifecta?
Sorry, I'm not convinced this is a good idea. I like things the way they are.
Oh, well, if you change your minds, just let me know. A few moments later.
I'm gonna nuke my own tongue.
Why, Stan?
Because I think it's a necessary precaution to keep us safe.
That's disastrous. Have you lost your mind?
Come on, Hank, it's not like we haven't done this before.
Stan, you can't be serious.
I am, of course. I make sure to get everyone to safety before blowing it up. Okay, fine, but I'm doing it for our own good.
A few moments later.
Hey, Hank! What do you get there?
I've just got these new Air Force One Nikes. Yeah, I figured they'd look great with jeans and a t-shirt.
Can I wear them, Hanky?
Not yet. They're brand new. You can try them out once they're broken in, okay?
You know what they say, shoes make the man.
I reckon that's true. I feel like I've got a little bit of extra spring in my step already.
Well, it's nice to see you've got a new hobby. Hank, just watch you don't get too carried away.
A few moments later. All right, I just finished Fallout New Vegas. Now I need to settle the debate. Which faction was the best?
I concur. That's for sure. Those guys were always trying to screw you over.
I don't think it matters. I always just sided with Kaiser's Legion. I mean, they were offering total control over New Vegas. Plus, it's the closest thing to the Wild West.
But what about Murhouse? He was the one who promised stability and peace.
Must have been a boring playthrough then.
All right, I guess that settles it. Kaiser's Legion might have been more interesting. But Murhouse was probably the safest and most stable route. A few moments later.
Hey, Loon, what's that smell?
It's Hansel, baby. I just cleaned the living room and it's fabulous. Nothing like the power of Hansel.
Yeah, really does have an extraordinary cleaning power.
Bobby, don't listen to him. He's just trying to sell us something.
Oh, yeah. Our God, he's been selling cars in the Pine Cell commercials all summer.
I don't know. I'm not sure this is the best way to go about it. All right, fine. I'm willing to give it a try. Well, I can't believe it. Hansel, baby, really did make me feel her.
See, oh, you had some extraordinary power.
All right, I'll admit it. You were right. But Hansel, baby, really is amazing.
A few moments later. All right, I guess I'll just get right to it. I've committed a few minor crimes in my life.
What?
Now, I'm not proud of them, and I've been trying to make up for them ever since, but they do exist.
What kind of crimes?
Oh, I know. A few misdemeanors here and there. Nothing major, just some minor stuff.
Like what?
Well, I was caught shoplifting a couple of times, and I was caught with some beer when I was underage. That sort of thing.
Whoa, I always thought you were above that, Hank.
I have been, like I said, I tried to make it right. I faced the consequences, made my restitution, and here I am now, just owning up to my mistakes.
Well, have to hand it to you. It takes some guts to admit your mistakes like that.
Thanks, Dale. That means a lot to me.
You bet. Now, if you don't mind my asking, why are you bringing all this up?
I think it's important that people know they can still be forgiven for their mistakes. It doesn't matter how big or small they are. Everyone deserves a second chance.
That's very true, and I think you're wise to be candid about your experiences.
Thanks, Dale. That means a lot. A few moments later. Loon, what on earth is that?
It's an apple pizza.
You think you know that's a label?
When did that become illegal?
I don't know. It was just something I heard.
Geesh, I can't believe it. Everyone knows that pineapple should not be put on pizza.
I'm sorry. I didn't know.
That's so, Loon. Let's just hope nobody finds out about this. Someone could get in a lot of trouble. A few moments later. Stan, what in the world are you doing? You look like you're about to nuke the town again.
I'm sure you've heard of the old phrase, a disaster often precedes success. That's why I'm planning to nuke the town this time.
Have you gone mad? Why in the world would you want to do something like that?
Well, thinking is that if the town is completely destroyed, it will give us a chance to start over from the ground up. We can rebuild it to be exactly how we want it.
Yeah, but don't you think that's a bit drastic? With the people that live here and the environmental impact it would surely have.
Look, Hank, I understand your concerns, but I think this could be a great opportunity to make this town something great.
Stan, I don't know if I agree with your plan, but I can see that you are really invested in it. So what's the plan?
Well, I'm planning on creating a development team that will be responsible for the planning, designing, engineering.
A few moments later. Well, just busting a nut over Jupiter. Oh, come on. It's just a little nut. All right, see you later. A few moments later.
You know, I've been thinking about what I really want to do with my life.
What is it?
I think I want to go out and just see the world.
That's great, honey, but don't forget that you're still part of this family.
Yeah, all that, but don't you think it would be exhilarating to just be completely free and explore the world?
Well, sure, but you still have to be responsible. Just make good decisions and think things through carefully before you go.
Yeah, that's true. I think I'm ready to take that plunge and just go out and do what I always wanted.
Take care of yourself and stay safe. We'll be here to support you no matter what.
That's right. We'll always be here for you. A few moments later. What is this wild music I'm hearing, Dale?
Films, rap, snitches, Hank.
Well, it sure is some catchy stuff.
Raping.
Wow, Dale, you're really getting into it.
Singing.
Oh, I'm really liking this.
The song is pretty awesome.
Yes, it has a great message.
Singing.
All right, that's enough rapping for now. A few moments later.
Hey, Hank, have you thought about giving up on ketamine and weed? I think it's time we start fresh and go see the local church.
Yeah, I reckon that's a good idea. Let's do it. Well, I reckon we've both been struggling with some addictions and we've been looking for a way out. So we thought we'd come here and seek some kind of guidance.
That's real nice of you, Reverend. We appreciate your help and we'll be sure to take your advice seriously.
A few moments later. Hi, Stan, how'd that vacation go?
Pretty good, but it could have been better.
What's so special about it, Steen Island?
Oh, this place off the coast of the Bahamas where all the rich people go relax and be spoiled, but I just spent a few nights staying at the airport before I could catch another flight. Definitely, the hotel rooms alone are crazy expensive, not to mention the meals and activities. Unfortunately, not long enough. I just arrived and was supposed to be there for 2 weeks.
A few moments later.
Huh, I thought you should take a look at this. He just left a Yelp review for a brothel in Amsterdam. Huh, I don't think Stan is thinking at all. He obviously didn't think that this review would ever be seen by us. He didn't even think that it would be public. Hill, we can do better than that. Let's take him to Amsterdam and show him a great time.
A few moments later. What the heck is going on out there?
I don't know, but it looks like all the Mexicans are rebooting.
Oh no, that's terrible. They said something about 1220 for 23 to whatever that means.
That doesn't sound good. What are we gonna do?
I guess we gotta figure out a way to stop it.
A few moments later. A few moments later. Bobby? What do you mean they found you tripping on in the barn?
Ed, remind him, oh God, I can do anything.
What do you mean?
I'm powerful now, Ed. I can move mountains, juggle planets while flying with wings.
You're not powerful, Bobby, and you definitely can't do any of those things.
Oh, I feel like I can. It's like I'm a god.
Hank, I think Bobby may have a God complex.
Oh, what?
A God complex? It's when someone feels like they are invincible and have limitless power.
I guess I haven't seen this side of Bobby before. We'll have to find a way to get him back to reality.
I don't want to go back. I like feeling powerful.
I know, Bobby. But that feeling won't last. We all have our limits. A few moments later. Loon, what are you drinking?
Well, it's just mouthwash. It's a only drink left in my fridge.
Mouthwash? That's an odd choice.
Yeah, well, I ran out of beers.
Oh, Loon, I'm disappointed in you. You need to make better choices.
Sorry, Uncle Hank.
How about I buy you some beers?
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Come on then, let's go. A few moments later. Loon, did you just drink the mouthwash?
Yeah, is that bad?
Yes, it's bad. Mouthwash is not for drinking. It's for cleaning your mouth. It's poisonous.
But I had already drank all the beers when I got this fight.
Side trouble seems to follow you around, Loon.
Wait a minute. I'm thirsty. What about me?
How about a soda, Bobby? Come on, let's go. A few moments later. All right, Bobby. I want you to stay away from that gangster's paradise. It's no place for a hill kid.
But it looks so cool, Dad. Everyone who goes there seems to have all the exciting stuff.
Yes, I'm sure it looks that way, Bobby. But trust me, it's no paradise. It's a place for all sorts of illegal activity and dangerous people.
But they have music and dancing and fun.
That doesn't make it any better. You never know who you could run into in a place like that.
You're wise to be warning Bobby, Hank. I just found out that Boone here and Luann have been spending most of their time there.
What? Loon, that's ridiculous.
Oh, really? A gangster.
I'm not a gangster. I just like to have fun.
All right, if this is what you both want to do, be safe. Okay, Bobby, you can go with them this one time, but no more. I don't want to see you two at the gangster's paradise ever again. Understood?
Dad, thank you.
A few moments later.
Oh, man, this is bad.
What happened?
Stan died.
What?
Yeah, he was struck by lightning or something.
Round again.
Yeah, he keeps coming back, but he dies every time.
Guess we better have a funeral for him again, Nemo.
A few moments later. A few moments later. What do you mean bees don't have knees? That's crazy.
Dad, it's true. There's no way they have knees. All bees really are just hind legs.
That's outrageous. There must be something wrong with your information.
Hank, it's true. All bees lack knee joints.
I can't believe it. This is infuriating. How can something so small not have knees? That's ridiculous.
Maybe it's because they fly, they don't need them, plus. Their wings help them maneuver around faster without the need for knees.
No way. That doesn't make sense. Whatever the case may be, I think I'm gonna have to take a look at one for myself. I can't take something like this at face value. A few moments later.
Well, you see what happened was, when I was making the spaghetti, I got a little...
Distracted.
That's one way of putting it. Yes, I was dancing to a little CC Music Factory, and I think I got a little too excited.
Well, so that's why it's all over the ceiling?
I'm afraid to ask, but what about the rest of the spade?
Oh, it's easy. I caught it all and put it back in the pot. Now, all I have to do is scrape off the ceiling, and we can have dinner.
Awesome, I'll help you clean.
Well, no matter how it ended up there, let's just be glad it didn't land on the floor or worse. But one thing's for sure, Spade-Eye is still the best around. A few moments later. Why, Dal, why are theirs here?
Oh, I may have committed a tiny bit of tax fraud.
What?
It's nothing big, just a bit of exaggeration here and there. I suppose I didn't pay full taxes on a few investments.
How did you even do that?
You know, trying to get around the law with a little fudging of the numbers.
That is a serious crime, Dale.
I know. I'll just have to hope they don't figure it out.
Well, if they do, you better prepare for the consequences.
That's for sure.
A few moments later.
What the heck is going on?
Everyone just starts screaming. I don't know what to make of this.
Yes, screams. Why on earth would you all just start screaming?
Because we can.
And make them stop.
Everyone calm down. This isn't a solution to anything.
That's right. Quit it.
No, we can make more no's than this. Woo.
That's right. That's it. Everyone stop this insane noise right now.
Let's just keep screaming.
A few moments later. Oh, that really hurt. I just got it in the balls with a bag of nickels.
Was it Dale?
No, I don't think so.
What happened? Did you just get hit in the balls with a bag of nickels?
Yes, I did. I know. Thought I was going to pass out. A few moments later. All right, you want to know about my Sigma male grind set? Here's the deal. It's all about following your own rules and trusting in yourself.
I get that, but what does that mean, Ed?
Well, it means that you take action because you believe in yourself. Even when it's hard, you don't let others dictate your decisions. You determine your own path. You don't rely on the validation of others in order to progress. Instead, you make your own way by taking care of your style and image, and by pursuing the things you want to pursue. You remain flexible so you can take advantage of opportunities that may come up along the way.
Wow, that sounds like it takes a lot of dedication and discipline.
It does, but it's worth it in the end. Being a Sigma male means you don't follow the crowd and you know what it takes to achieve your goals. You know how to go after what you want and how to make things happen.
That sounds pretty cool, Rick.
It is. I'm glad you asked me about it. A few moments later. Man!
What's wrong?
Look at this, Bobby. Dirty white underwear.
Ed?
Yeah, give me that look. I was in a hurry and this was the cleanest pair I could find.
But why don't you just get some new ones?
I knew you were gonna say that, but I guess I just got too comfortable with these ones. A few moments later. Is this that?
That's high grade, that marijuana, Hank.
What did you buy this stuff?
A friend of mine offered it up and I thought I'd sample it. I'm thinking that it's time for us to have a little fun. Hank, what do you think?
I don't know about this. I don't want to get into trouble.
And me, and what do I need to do?
Okay, I guess I can go along. What do you got planned?
We just need to find a nice, quiet spot to smoke it. Let's go to Strickland Propane.
All right, let's get growing. A few moments later. What's all this racket, Dale?
I'm singing. Hank.
That wasn't exactly singing, Dale.
I know. That's my ballin'. It's like singing, but with the distant sound of a basketball bouncing.
That's impressive. Are those your own lyrics?
Yep, I wrote them myself. Hurry, listen to the swine.
Well, Dad, that was actually really cool.
I have to admit, it's not half bad. A few moments later. Hey, Peggy, what's going on?
Nothing, just trying to deal with some crazy panic attacks.
Are you sure there isn't something else going on? I thought I got a whiff of something when you walked by.
Well, all right, you got me. I've been dealing with a lot of stress, so I decided to try smoking a little bit of weed.
Weed? You know what that does to people? It can cause panic attacks.
I know, but I thought it could help take my mind off of everything.
Look, if you're dealing with stress, why not just sit down and talk to me so we can figure it out together, but smoking weed isn't going to solve your problems.
All right, you're right. I'll talk to you instead of trying to medicate with weed.
A few moments later. Hey, Bobby, why don't you go stand up, take a breath of fresh air, and catch some rays?
But Dad, I really want to go outside and explore. Just leave the house for a change.
What's this about? You don't usually talk about leaving the house.
I guess I'm just feeling a bit restless. Been a while since I last went out and did something.
You don't need to worry about that, Bobby. I'll make sure you get outside more often. Let's plan a day trip somewhere this weekend and you can get out and stretch your legs. A few moments later. All right, here's the deal. Here's the whole Half-Life lore.
What?
Half-Life is a video game, Dale. Dr. Gordon Freeman is our protagonist, and he's trying to escape from the Black Mesa research facility after an experiment gone wrong brings in a lens. Come on.
That's awesome.
But it gets a lot more complicated. Dr. Freeman goes on a journey across the ruined cities of the world to fight off the Combine and eventually to get to the mysterious man. He's the one in charge of the entire game, and he's the one who puts Dr. Freeman in the world he's in.
That's a lot to take in.
That's not even the half of it, Dale. The game that introduces us to the Vortigaunts, these alien beings that help Dr. Freeman along his journey. He also meets along the way the mysterious resistance, a group of survivors who are fighting back against the Combine.
Well, can I play this game?
Sure, Bobby, but it's a lot of information to digest. You should do some more research on your own first if you really want to understand the lore. A few moments later. I heard your grandma had a stroke. How are you doing? Yeah, I'm sure it has. Did the doctors tell you guys anything about it? That's awful. I remember when my uncle had a stroke, it was really tough. Did they give Al any advice for how to handle it? That's a great idea. Did they tell you any other tips? That sounds like smart advice. Sounds like you're taking good care of her. A few moments later.
Stan, did you hear about that new video game Stan users?
No, what is it?
Basically, a game where you create an avatar, and that avatar can use supernatural abilities every time they beat a challenge. They get stronger.
Supernatural powers sounds dangerous. Is that wise for a human like Stan?
Ed should know better than anyone, and that Stan loves video games besides. We can control the difficulty.
I think it sounds interesting. A challenge can be good for self-improvement.
Thanks, Mom. I think I'll give it a try.
Okay, I suppose. Just be careful.
I can't believe it, a Stan user.
A few moments later.
Dad, I can't believe you're on trial for war crimes.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll all work out. I just gotta keep my chin up and face the jury.
Is there something I can do to help, Uncle Hank?
No, Lou, this is something I gotta do on my own. 20 years, but I haven't done anything wrong.
That's not fair, Dad.
A few moments later.
Eureka! My experiment to cause vacuum decay is a success.
Confused, what the... Ooh.
I've just activated my experiment. It should cause vacuum decay and create a localized field of zero gravity.
Alright, now that sounds pretty dangerous.
Well, the short version is, it could cause some minor explosions.
Minor explosions?
Yeah, I mean, it could create some small fireballs and possibly set off the house alarm.
Alright, Dale, I think it's time you shut off the experiment before anyone gets hurt.
Sure thing, Hank. Flips off the switch and the whole room falls back to earth. Oops.
Dale just caused vacuum decay with his little experiment here.
Oops. My bad, guys.
Alright, that's it. No more experiments for you, Dale. A few moments later.
Oh my gosh, I totally gotta.
Me too.
Man, well, you folks know I'm a Republican. I think we gotta give him a chance.
I'm sure someone was born in us who passed all the tests and can give that awesome speeches. He's the man for the job.
That's right.
Alright, we can give him a chance. Let's see what miracles he can do. We don't have to agree with everything he does.
Keep our eyes on the future.
A few moments later. Alright, boy, let's watch that new episode about Obama your mom picked out.
Mom didn't pick it. I did.
It's on. Let's see what this Obama fella is all about.
I'm excited too. I've heard so many good things about him.
What? All the things I've heard, it's a bunch of propaganda.
Well, I'm impressed. He certainly knows what he's doing.
I think we should give him a chance to see what he can do.
That would be awesome.
Alright, I'm willing to give him a shot.
I'm glad to hear it, Dale, as long as we don't get too fixated on a single leader. A few moments later. Hey guys, I've been wanting to try Stan melons for a while. Is anyone up for a day trip to go pick some?
Stan Melon. I've never heard of them. Where do you get them?
You can only get Stan melons in Nowhere, Texas.
Wait, did you two say Stan melons, as in the legendary Nowhere melons?
That's right, said to be the sweetest and juiciest melons in Texas.
Whoa, I'm in.
Count us in 2.
Alright, let's head out and get ourselves some Stan melons. A few moments later. Bobby, what are you doing out here?
I'm just looking for something dead.
What kind of something?
I don't know. He's like a lost dog.
What would you do with a lost dog?
Well, I thought might be salty.
Salty.
Yeah, he is Down syndrome. He claims he can time travel.
Skeptical time travel, huh?
Well, but no one believes him.
What the heck? What is that?
That's him. That's my time-traveling dog.
All right, Bobby. Let's see what this dog can do. Shuckles, that's some story, Paul. A few moments later. A few moments later.
Bobby, did you hear about the toxic fog coming in from the stream?
I heard it's killing everyone.
We need to figure out a way to get away from it fast.
All right, let's get in the truck and drive out of here.
Maybe the fog won't follow us.
I doubt that'll work, but it's worth a shot. A few moments later. Bobby? What happened at school today?
I be bullied at.
What?
He was picking on me, so I just couldn't take it anymore and punch him.
Well, why didn't you just walk away?
I tried, but he kept pushing me and wouldn't leave me alone. So I had to do something.
You just beat the crap out of him. That takes guts.
No, it doesn't. You need to learn to control your temper.
It's not his fault. The bully was being a jerk and Bobby was just defending himself.
Loon, I appreciate your support, but this isn't the way to do it. You still need to do the right thing no matter how hard it is.
All right, thanks. But at least Bobby stood up for himself.
Yes, he did, but there are other ways to handle bullies. We'll have to have a talk of that later. A few moments later. All right, Bobby, enough of this already. What's this about you thinking you can kiss your homie?
Well, I was just asking 'cause all my oddies have been talking about it.
That does mean it's something you should do. You know it's not right.
But I don't want to be the only one not doing it.
Look, son, it doesn't matter what other people are doing. It only matters what you think is right and wrong. That's all that matters. Now, I won't judge you for the choice you make, but you should think long and hard before doing anything.
So I shouldn't kiss my homie.
No, Bobby, you should not kiss your homie. There are better ways to show your friendship than kissing someone. A few moments later.
Laughing, did you see that? That just got hit in the balls with a bag of nickels.
Oh my gosh, Hank! Are you okay?
Holding is growing up. Yeah, I think I'll be all right. I just need to lie down for a minute.
Help! It was so funny. There were all these coins flying in there.
Size? Yeah. It's very funny. You just go get me a glass of water and some ice. Would you help with the swelling?
Okay, I'm on it.
Don't worry. I'm totally up and running again in no time. No bag of nickels can take me down. A few moments later. Shuckles, you know, I remember when Fred used to be stupid.
Oh, what happened?
Nothing. It's just that Fred used to believe anything he heard on YouTube. Especially when it was fake. He just had no sense of judgment.
Remember the time he was convinced John Lennon was still alive?
Yeah, that was the worst. He was certain he saw him in a magazine.
Guys, poor Fred. I don't know where he got all those crazy ideas.
You can't blame Fred too much. Seriously, if I had access to stuff like YouTube when I was a kid, who knows what kind of nonsense I'd believe.
A few moments later. A few moments later.
Look at that thing. Stan's selling his 2006 Honda Civic for a 1995 Volvo 850.
You gotta be kidding me, Stan. What are you thinking?
I gotta do something with my money. I need a car.
It's free for a reason. Most of it doesn't work. You can't be serious about this.
Well, last night I found out I needed some extra cash.
What kind of investment? It's a piece of junk.
Okay, everyone, stop. I'm not down with Stan spending his money this way. The Volvo is an old heap of junk. I'm not gonna stand for this.
Come on, Hank. You know I'm responsible with money.
Fine, I guess if you're really gonna do this, then I'll back you up. Just don't say I didn't warn you. A few moments later. What in the name of order is going on around here?
Is there any way to stop them?
Nah, the only thing we can do is hunker down and wait it out.
That's why we gotta do something, Dad. It's us or them.
All right, I guess the first thing we have to do is find some way to contain them.
Good idea. Let's get to work.
A few moments later. A few moments later.
Hey, Stan. I have something I think will interest you.
What is it?
I'm selling an extended warranty for a car.
What kind of car?
Whatever car you want, I got you covered.
Okay. How much does it cost?
It's only $50 for the whole warranty.
Really, that's a good deal.
You bet it is. This is gonna save you a lot of money in the long run.
All right, I'll take it. Where do I sign?
Here's the paperwork. Just sign on the dotted line and you're good to go.
A few moments later. A few moments later.
Look, that's so gross. Pineapple on pizza.
You don't get it, Bobby. It's a delicious combo.
Not on my watch. Pineapple on pizza is illegal in Texas.
What? How come I didn't know that?
That's right. It's one of the few food combos banned in the whole state. Margaret, don't let her try to put pineapple on your pizza.
That settles it. You can't put pineapple on this pizza.
Tom, I just wanted to try something new.
You can still try something new without committing a crime. There are plenty of other interesting combinations out there.
A few moments later. There's just no way that bees have knees. I'll never believe it.
Dad, there's scientific evidence that they do.
No way. That can't be right.
I know I read something about it. It said that bees actually have oboe-like structures as a way of maneuvering around.
That's preposterous. I refuse to believe it. I just don't buy it.
Dad doesn't believe that bees have knees.
I don't care what the scientists say. I'm still convinced that those little critters don't have knees. A few moments later. All right. I've decided it's time for me to take off for a while.
What? Where are you headed, Dad?
Brazil, Bobby. I'm going to spend some time exploring a new country and learning about a new culture.
Hank, this is unexpected. Are you sure you want to do this?
Yeah, I'm sure.
But Dad,
Yelps, you sure you're gonna be able to make it through customs, Hank?
Shuckles, I'm gonna be fine, Dale. Don't worry about me.
I'm so proud of you, Hank. You have an experience of a lifetime in Brazil.
Thanks, Peggy Con Bobby. Give your old man a hug.
all right, Dad. Have a great time.
Don't worry. I'll see you all when I get back. Points to the skis, Brazil. Here I come. A few moments later. Did you see Nancy's feet?
New feet? Yeah, they look so cute.
Yeah, I was just noticing them. She has really nice feet.
What are you two going on about?
Nancy's feet, they're so cute.
Oh my goodness, yes, they are so cute.
Don't you think they look better in these shoes?
Oh, I actually have an idea. We should get our feet measured and then go shopping.
That's a great deal.
Yeah, it sure is.
He's shopping for cute shoes.
A few moments later. So, gang, I've been thinking about ways to make some extra cash. What do y'all think about getting that money?
That sounds like a great deal. Dad, I'm in.
What kind of money are we talking here, Hank? I gotta make sure I get my fair share of the cash flow.
Calm down, Con. We're talking about doing odd jobs and freelancing in town, but there might be bigger opportunities in the future.
Hey, if we are gonna do this, we need to come up with a plan.
I like it. Let's form a business and really get that money.
A few moments later. What the heck is Bobby doing with that 2003 Mitsubishi Eclipse?
What's our called fastest thing ever? I'm going to call it Eclipse. What?
Is that a car?
Of course it is, but that car can't be good on gas.
You don't need gas. This car is powered by the wine. Oh, take a I sure don't see any engine in there.
Whoa, that is cool. I want to ride in it.
Sure, but first you have to learn the rules of the road.
All right, Bobby, just take it easy. Keep both hands on the wheel and your eyes on the road. No fast driving.
Got it. Let's go for a spin and show those guys how fast Eclipse can go.
Oh, jeez. Here we go again. A few moments later.
How that's it, Hank. We need to make sure Stan stops doing whatever he's doing.
It's a way of relieving stress. All right, I understand. I'll try to stop.
A few moments later. I can't believe I'm stuck being a computer-generated egg.
You know, it's not so bad.
Really? You like it here?
Well, you get to do a lot of cool things with computers.
Still, I'd much rather be out mowing my lawn or hanging out with you guys.
Don't worry, Dad. I'm sure you'll find a way out of this sump.
That's a long story, Con. Alright, so it started when I was testing a new video game, I got a bit carried away and ended up getting sucked into the game itself. Now I'm a computer-generated with no way out. A few moments later. Alright, Loon, I hear you messed up yet another experiment at Megalomart. Is that true?
I guess, but it was only a main mistake.
That's why I'm asking Loon. A minor mistake is still a mistake. I need you to be more careful.
Sticking his head in it, folks. What could possibly be so important that you are having a serious talk?
I'm having to lay down the law with Loon, but this time I can't just roast her.
So you need me to do any cookery too, that's...
No, say, yeah, sure. I'll try to do better next time.
Oh, nodding. No, let's move on. No, nodding.
A few moments later. Hi, Peggy and Nancy. I have an idea. What would you say to a threesome?
A threesome.
Yeah, I think it could be fun. I mean, it's just something I thought of. I'm not expecting anything.
We barely know each other.
It's okay, I understand. I'm just asking.
No, I think that's a bit much for us.
Alright, understood. Let's just forget it and move on. A few moments later. What are you doing with all those vials, son?
I'm just selling them.
Selling what?
Come in.
You can't be serious. Where did you get it?
I got it from the internet.
What about Bobby?
Bobby's helping me out. He's my salesman.
You're using my son to help you sell drugs.
Not drugs, Dad, Kelman. There's a difference.
No, there isn't. Get rid of that stuff now or else.
Okay. I'll get rid of it. I just need Bobby to help me out one last time.
A few moments later. Look at that.
I could get what? I just got some cash from doing some work for my neighbor.
No, son, you don't need those overpriced shoes. Just remember, it's the thought that counts.
You know, the black Nike Air Forces look really good on you, Bobby.
A few moments later.
Just read a report that said Canaan is becoming popular, and I just think they have a point.
Hang on. What the heck is that?
It's a group of people who believe in all these world conspiracy theories and expose all this corruption and evil in the government.
So, what you're telling me is the best way to fight corruption in our government is to believe in wild conspiracy theories?
Well, not necessarily, but sometimes these theories turn out to be true.
Like chemtrails and lizard people.
No, not necessarily, but if you look at some of the stuff Ken has exposed, you'd be surprised how accurate they can be.
Well, Dale, I think it's important to remain skeptical. You shouldn't believe everything that you hear.
That's true, but sometimes it really pays to trust your gut. I think Kenan could be onto something.
A few moments later. Hey, Stan, I thought I heard you practicing some sort of recitation.
Oh, your dad is studying the Koran.
The Koran. What kind of recitation?
In Arabic, memorizing all the unit.
That's pretty impressive. How far have you gotten?
I'm almost done. I just have to recite from start to finish.
So what's it like memorizing the Koran in Arabic?
It's really challenging.
Well, good luck with that.
Memorizing the Koran must have taken some dedication.
Finishing his recitation, and then peace and blessings of Allah be upon him.
Smiling proudly, that's my boy. A few moments later.
Oh boy! Willie, did you hear that? It's the Brethren Moons. They're awake, they're hungry, and they're coming.
What? That's impossible. How could they after all these years?
Yeah, everyone knows they only come out once every few centuries.
I know, let's put everyone in the panic room.
That's not going to be at all. We need a plan of attack to defeat the Brethren Moons.
I'm not sure we have what it takes to defeat them. They are a fierce and powerful force. A few moments later. Oh boy, scratching his head, I just don't know what's going on today. Saying, yeah, I figured Peggy wouldn't actually steal a car, but sure enough, she took a Honda Civic that was right here in the driveway.
Interrupting, speaking in an annoyed tone, that doesn't surprise me at all. I'm telling ya, she's doing it to stick it to the man. She's just cutting herself off from any responsibility.
No, Dale, I don't think Peggy actually stole the car. I think someone took her keys and she didn't realize it until it was gone.
Confused, but why would someone take Peggy's car? I mean, it wasn't anything special.
Frustrated, that's the million-dollar question, Bobby. We just gotta figure out who done it.
Decidedly, or maybe they're trying to frame Peggy for a crime she didn't commit. Rubbing his hands together, oh, I love these conspiracy theories.
Saying, all right, we'll figure it out. We just have to get to the bottom of this. No, not yet. I mean, there's no damages or anything. So, I think we can handle this on our own.
Agreeing, yeah.
A few moments later. What is this game you're talking about, Peggy?
It's a horror game called Five Nights at Freddy's. You play as a security guard at a pizzeria filled with animatronic characters.
Sounds fun. What's the objective?
You have to survive 5 nights inside the pizzeria by avoiding the animatronics while managing your limited resources.
So by the end of night 1, I've already encountered Freddy and his other animatronic pals. On nights 2 and 3, I've faced off against Foxy, Mangle, Chica, Bonnie, and the puppet.
On the 5th night, you have to battle the Freddy Fazbear himself.
That's right. And then you have to figure out the secret of the Fredbear plush.
Yep, if you can get past all the animatronics.
A few moments later. Hey, Peggy, have you been thinking about the fact that fire can start in Ireland?
Well, with the dry weather, farms like ours can be in danger.
Yeah, that's a pretty scary thought. What do you think we should do?
We should make sure we keep our land cleared, and anything that's flammable is kept away from heat sources.
That's a good idea. It never hurts to be prepared.
Hey, what? What's talking about?
We're talking about fire safety and making sure that our farm is ready for anything.
Who can I help?
Sure, Bobby. Why don't you go and make sure that all of the haystacks are at least 10 feet away from the barn just in case? A few moments later.
Muffle nothing. Emerges from beneath the stall door, okay. Okay, you me. Eating yours in the crusty crab bathroom. Well, I wouldn't say eating it per se. Well, I was a bit hungry, and you have such a nice roundness that I just couldn't help myself.
A few moments later. You know what, son? Just forget it. You're never gonna understand.
Understand what?
That life isn't easy. You think that just because you know one smart thing that you know them all, you don't know anything. You know how hard it is to be king of the hill.
Dad, I don't.
I am clear as throat.
Dad, what are you even talking about?
You heard me, boy. Louder God is the real deal. He's the one who gets all the rewards for all of his hard work. He's the one who works every day, no matter the hour. He doesn't complain, and he doesn't give up. He's the real champion.
But Dad, you're king of the hill.
Well, maybe that's true, but I ain't gonna do it the same way some punk does it. I'll do it louder God style. That's how a real king stays king. A few moments later. What do you think of this place, Stan?
It's nice.
Don't be shy. What do you really think?
It looks nice, but I hate the flooring.
Well, it doesn't matter. We can always paint it or put down some new carpet.
Yeah, or just ignore it and pretend it's not there.
Oh no. Oh, we can't ignore it. We have to do something about it.
Bobby's right. Let's look at some options for changing the flooring. A few moments later.
So I just saw Discord announce they're changing their name policy. Pretty annoying if you ask me.
What's wrong with making a change?
I mean, when Twitter changed their logo, I thought it was pretty creative.
Yeah, but this is different. Before this change, it was the only place I could say what I want without worrying about getting my name dragged through the mud.
Well, it's the name of the game now, Stan. If you want to express an opinion, you'll have to on it.
But Stan, don't you think everyone should have to own up to their opinions? It'll be better for discourse in the long run.
You're talking about a platform that was built for free speech. Now, what's the point of that if we have to do that same level of ownership? It just feels like it's too much of a hurdle for a lot of people.
But this is how things change. People got it.
Maybe, but I don't think it's fair to those that rely on this platform the most.
A few moments later.
What did you just say, Stan?
If you don't subscribe right now, then I'm gonna explode on camera and stare into the camera for 30 seconds.
Exasperated. What kind of antics are you up to now?
Sarcastically, we wouldn't want you to actually work for it.
I know you all might as well give you all something to watch. Watch or subscribe now.
Frustrated? All right. All right. You better be ready when you do that, Stanley. A few moments later. Bobby? Why are you so glum?
What?
How do you even begin to comprehend something like that?
How much time do we have left?
That's not too long. A few moments later. Stan, what did you just say?
Inject heroin, inject heroin, inject heroin, inject heroin.
Stan, what are you doing? Stop it.
Dad, he's been saying it like that for the past 5 minutes.
Yeah, and I think he said it at least 50 times now.
Stan, why do you keep saying inject heroin?
I don't know. Just feels like something is missing, like a piece of the puzzle isn't quite fitting.
Stan, I'm sure there's a better way to figure that out than saying inject heroin 50 times.
You have to admit that it is kinda catch.
Bobby, this isn't some kind of joke. Stan, let's talk about this. A few moments later. So Joe Mama's gonna be a dad.
How'd that happen?
And his wife are expecting a baby.
That's so wonderful. I remember when you became a dad, Hank.
Yeah, it's a big responsibility. I'm sure Joe Mama and his wife are a bit nervous.
Not to mention poor Joe Mama Jr., he'll have to compete to be the favorite now.
Yeah, maybe you should give him a few pointers on being a good father.
Well, it's up to him. I think it's a great opportunity for them to grow closer as a family.
You congratulate your mama next time you see him, Uncle Hank.
A few moments later. Walks into the room and notices Nancy. Oh, Nancy, you look amazing today. What have you got going on? No kidding, you look fantastic. Nancy blushes. You look fantastic.
Appearing in the doorway. What's going on in here?
Just admiring Nancy's new look. She looks really sexy.
Hi, who mentioned anything about sexy?
Me? I said she looks really sexy.
Rolling her eyes. Oh, brother. All right, let's lay off the compliments and get down to business.
A few moments later.
You know, I've been thinking about it.
Well, there, partner. Whatever are you talking about? Quitting that cushy job for an uncertain future doesn't seem like a wise decision.
I know it's a risk, but I'm so tired of the same everyday routine.
Well, I think it's an awesome deal. I think it would be really cool if you just went out there and had some venture.
Sure, as long as you're able to find something to do and make a living.
Hey, you could always sell landscaping services like me. I'm doing pretty okay with it.
That's actually an option, thank you, Dale.
Just make sure you think things through before you go out and do something impulsive. All right, son, we want you to be successful.
I know, Dad, but I just feel like I need to do something different, and I think this might be the way to go.
A few moments later.
What inviting alley. I don't much money, I was just sightseeing.
So what happened?
I got robbed at gunpoint, and I just stepped out of the alley and demanded my money. I was so scared.
Yep, there's no place like home. Come on, let's get going. A few moments later. All right, guys. The zombie apocalypse is gonna hit us in just 2 days. I'm taking precautionary measures and I'm planting plants around the front lawn to keep us safe. Hey, I'd rather be safe than sorry.
I'm with Hank. Being prepared is the best way to face the zombie apocalypse.
Well, you know what they say, plant your flowers and bring out your shovels. Wanna be safe when them zombies come.
All right, that settles it. Let's get these plants planted and start digging up the yard. A few moments later. Guys, guess what I found out?
What do you got there, Hank?
Looks like we've been living in Arlen all this time, and there's more. Turns out we're all mutants from nuclear weapons testing that happened in the area decades ago.
Well, ain't that something?
Knew it would all start making sense one day.
Hey, ain't that the truth?
A few moments later. What do you mean you're selling your Honda Civic? That car only has a few years on it.
Yeah, but I found this great 1995 Volvo at 850 for a good price, and it's a great deal.
1995? That car is ancient. Why would you want an old car like that?
It's new to me. It'll be reliable transportation. Don't worry, I get a great deal on it.
Well, Honda Civic was paid off, and now you owe some money on a car you don't even know.
No, I paid cash for the Volvo.
With what? Not your Honda Civic money.
No, it's somebody's save up.
You only had it because you weren't making car payments. You sold your Honda Civic, and now you're paying a car note. This doesn't make any sense. You're throwing money away. A few moments later.
Palestine is like any other place. It deserves our help and support. Why not? Sure they are. We just need the right people working on it.
Not if it means taking money away from programs right here at home. You've got a point.
Glad to hear it. Now it's time to start putting our plan into action.
A few moments later. What do you think about having my birthday party at Chuck E. Cheese?
I like it. Always a fan of cheap thrills.
And does that mean I am getting a new video game?
Maybe, if you're a good boy that day.
Hike, you know I can just throw you a nice party here at home. I can bake the cake. We can even bring some of the decorations from the attic.
No, I've wanted to go to Chuck E. Cheese my whole life, and I'm not going to pass up on this chance. A few moments later.
Hi everyone, welcome to my alien dildo collection. I have over 50 from all corners of the universe.
Amazing. What's this one?
Oh, this one is from the Apollo 7 simulation sector. It's my favorite.
All right. Well, okay. I don't think I need to see any more of this.
No, Con, those are off limits. Because they're not intended to be used, they're meant to be displayed and admired.
I think everyone should leave now.
A few moments later. All right, fellas, it's Penna's inspection day here at the Hill residence. Bobby, Dale, and Bill, I need all of you to take your pants off to the waist and drop your shorts low.
What?
To see if there are any changes since last Penna's inspection day. It's important to keep track of your health, fellas.
But what about me not part of this?
Come on, Dale. Everyone needs to participate. I'll inspect each one of you individually. No, Bill. It's better if I do it.
Okay, so what do we do now?
We just check your penises to make sure everything is normal. To make sure you're healthy and to catch any potential problems early.
Alrighty then. Let's get this over with.
A few moments later.
Hey Dale, check it out. I got this really sweet blonde. Wanna take a hit?
I'm sure, Bobby. That sounds like a good time.
Alright, let's go outside so we don't get caught. A little bit of something extra. So be ready for a wild ride.
Whoa, something extra, what do you mean?
It's been laced with you're about to get lifted. Bro,
I'm not sure I'm ready for that.
come on, don't be a scared cat. I'm sure you can handle it. Let's just take one hit for now and see how it can be.
Well, alright, if you say so.
And Dale the Bluff, here you go, hit it.
A few moments later.
Hey, Hank, have you ever heard of Das Kapital?
What's that, Ed?
It's a book by Karl Marx, son. It talks about how the economy works and stuff like that.
Yep, and I think I understand it.
Sounds like something Hank should read.
Hey, hold on a minute. I don't need to read some fancy book by some guy who's been dead for 100 years. Thank you very much.
Come on, Hank, a little knowledge never hurt anyone.
A few moments later.
He said he thinks he has ADHD.
Bobby, can you explain what you mean?
Hell, the stuff I'm supposed to be paying. I just kind of zone out. Then I get overwhelmed when I try to focus. Always so distracted.
So you think you have attention deficit hyperactivity disorder.
Maybe, but I'm not sure. I mean, pretty sure I just have a hard time softening my focus and staying focused. I'm in Okay.
That doesn't sound like ADHD. Sweetie, it sounds like you have difficulty with managing your attention. Maybe we should take you to see the doctor and get it checked out.
I agree, Peggy. We should get Bobby to a doctor as soon as possible. A few moments later.
I'm doing the Gunnisher hard in your cock. It's the latest craze in town.
Are you enjoying it?
Definitely you should try it.
No, I don't think so.
Ted, I'm gonna try it.
Bobby? I don't think that's a good idea.
It's gonna be fun.
All right, fine. But you better be careful.
You both are in for a treat. Get ready, 'cause you're gonna love this next hour.
A few moments later.
Oh, I think it's kind of fun to talk with an asterisk around your sentences. Let's see if we can figure out what's going on.
A few moments later.
Whoa, Ted, what happened?
I reckon Stan had a stroke.
Whoa, does that even happen?
Well, boys, it appears that it does. Let's get Stan to a hospital, quick.
What could have caused such an awful thing?
Well, I had to guess. I'd say too much excitement. It sure is, but we'll get him the help he needs. A few moments later. All right, Peggy, go get him. This is your song.
Grabs Mick and begins singing.
Wobbles his head along to beat.
Monotone. Whoa, Peggy, you have quite the singing voice.
Smiles modestly. Thank you very much. Refocuses on singing.
Loudly over everyone, props to you, Peg. Ain't no one can match your singing around here. A few moments later.
Oh, I already heard about this hummus duck thing. I don't get why everyone loves it so much.
It's kind of popular on the internet. So what do you think, Stan?
I just heard about it, but I think it's really cool. It's a webcomic about a group of kids trying to save the world.
Kids trying to save the world. What a load of bull.
Well, there must be something interesting about it for it to be popular.
I think it's a lot more than that. It has a great story and characters, and I think everyone should check it out.
You know what? I'm checking it out. And nobody should either.
A few moments later. What boomhauer? Why the heck do they keep showing the Kardashians on too?
I think they got famous from a sex tape, and now they get paid a lot of money for just being on.
That's just insane. A few moments later. What the? Let me out of here.
No way, we're stuck together and we're gonna make the most of it.
But I don't think.
Oh, come on, Hank. What did you think I was gonna do in here? Play chess.
No, I guess not, but still, this is really weird.
It doesn't have to be. We can be comfortable here. Here, come closer.
What in the world? What are you doing? This can't be right. It looks like an attack. That's it. You can't be up to any good. I'm going to put an end to this right now.
A few moments later. What do you think about the fact that fire can start in Ireland? Yeah, you're right. I'm trying to figure out what kind of preventative measures I can take.
Hey, why don't we just get some fire extinguishers to keep around the house?
That's a good idea. We can't be too careful.
Well, let's do some research first. We need to know what types of fire extinguishers are best for Arlen and where to get them.
Good point. I'll ask around and see what my friends know about this.
What? Don't I just build like an underground fireproof bunker in the yard?
That's not a bad idea, Bobby. But that might be a bit of an overkill. We'll look into it. A few moments later. What is wrong with you all?
You're the one who started it.
No, you did.
A few moments later. Sternly, what in tarnation is going on here?
Irritated Bobby. Sweetheart, can you explain why there is a pile of ball sacks in your room?
Putting his hands on his hips. Here for school, we're doing a project in 6th grade about anatomy, and we have to bring in our all socks for demonstration.
What? Anatomy? You're talking about anatomy?
Impatiently, his dad. Anatomy. Sort of science, we're learning all about human anatomy. I already know the names of all the bones and muscles. So I figured I should know all about the ball sacks too.
Surprise, this is actually a really smart and creative idea, Bobby.
Met with disbelief, I guess. But what does this have to do with science?
I'm rolling his eyes. Ball sacks are a great anatomy. They help teach us about the structure of muscles, and they work together to keep us standing tall. Plus, they're a great way to practice proper medical techniques.
Still confused? I guess I'm still having trouble understanding how this fits into school.
Probably, well, we can make models of different body parts out of the ball sacks, and then we can dissect them to learn about the anatomy. Plus, it's a lot of fun.
Grimacing. All right, we'll just trust that your science teacher knows what they're doing. Just put the ball sacks back in their box and finish the project. A few moments later.
Hank, did you have a bussy yesterday?
Yeah, I think so. Was holding it in my hand at one point. No, it was an old bussy my dad used to carry around. No, I can't believe I lost it. That bussy was the only connection I had left to my dad.
Don't worry. Hey, I'll help you find it.
Yes, obviously, Del Gribble has a plan. We'll come the entire yard, maybe even the whole block.
Or maybe someone on the bus found it and wanted to keep it.
That's a great idea. I know I could count on all of you. A few moments later.
All right, listen up. I'm gonna explain why 911 was an inside job.
Yeah, I heard some things, but I'm still not sure how the government was behind it.
All right, Stan, let's get to the bottom of this.
Okay, here it goes. Morning of September 11, 2001, project to planes and crashed them into the Twin Towers.
But why would they do that?
Well, some people believe it was to give us a good reason to go to war. The war in Afghanistan and Iraq was started after the attacks, and the government used it as an opportunity to gain further power.
I never realized that. So, are there any clues to back this theory up?
Yes, there are some inconsistencies in the official story. For example, several firefighters reported. Well, the only way to get the truth is to keep digging.
A few moments later. Grr, this stupid internet is so slow.
What's the matter, Pops?
I'm trying to play Call of Duty and the lag is killing my game. I just can't seem to get a decent connection.
Oh, yay. Well, you know things can be a bit slow around here sometimes.
Yeah, this is ridiculous. I can't even get the loading screen to show up. That's what I'm afraid of. I'm already halfway through the level and I want to finish it today. A few moments later. Oh, this is a new one. What are you doing here, Stan?
Hey, Uncle Hank, I heard this was a great place for fishing, so I figured I'd give it a try.
Well, I can tell you're not here to fish. You're here to see the ass fucker.
I... Hey,
So what do you want from him?
I just wanted to talk.
Talk? Well, I'm sure he'll be more than happy to talk with you. Woods aren't far from here. Just follow this path. Fight the urge, though. All right.
Okay, thanks, Uncle Hank.
You bet. Now, let's get back to fishing before it gets too dark. A few moments later. Ain't it a shame me just trying to add some fun to the world and this big old corporate company comes about and shuts me down.
Well, at least you tried.
Nope, I'm gonna fight this. I'm gonna stand up for all of us little artists, singing, painting, creating. I'm gonna want no lad. The days of allowing the big guys to have their way are over. It's time to fight for our rightful say. Together, we can do our part in making sure no one gets stepped on just 'cause they don't have the means.
You're here.
A few moments later.
Mom, what did you buy Pine Sol Baby for today? Oh.
Why, dear, this cleaning product is powerful, yet gentle and oh so pleasant smelling.
Can it too?
Well, Pine Sol Baby is extra special and can do all sorts of things. It can remove dirt, grime, and grease from all kinds of surfaces, as well as killing germs and bacteria while still being gentle on your skin.
Wow, this is amazing.
It sure is, sweetie. Let's give it a try and see what it can do. Come on.
A few moments later.
Well, here we are, Hank, my old stomping grounds.
A few moments later. All right, Bobby, first you've got to find a nice secluded spot, preferably with toilet paper.
Hey, where?
I don't know, the woods or anywhere you can get to in a time of need.
All right, and what do I do?
Sit down, pull your trousers down, and once you've done your business, inspect further to make sure you're squeaky clean. The toilet paper. It's got to be clean. In fact, make sure you've got some extra paper with you just in case.
Hey,
Then you gotta use your left hand for wiping your backside. You don't get any of the stuff on your front side.
that's gross.
Hey, it's important. And make sure you wipe from front to back. We don't want anything sparking a chorus of ooh from strangers and friends alike.
Got it.
After that, just remember, wad it up, dump it, crush it, and flush it, and you're good to go. A few moments later. What's that smell?
Oh, nothing.
That's kerosene. Dale, why are you drinking kerosene?
Well, I found this can and I figured I'd give it a try.
Have you gone crazy? Kerosene is not meant to be drunk. It'll make you really sick.
I know, Hank, but I can't seem to stop.
Hank, what's going on?
Peggy, Dale's been drinking kerosene.
No, Dale, sweetie. This has to stop. You need to get help.
Okay, I'll try to stop drinking it, but I can't promise anything.
A few moments later. So, Peggy, you're bankrupt now. What the heck happened?
Well, it's really embarrassing, but the truth is I overdid it donating to Stubbers.
Well, a lot of money. Who are you donating to?
Oh, all sorts of Stubbers, from the big famous ones to local independent streamers.
Mom, why'd you say that?
It just seemed like they deserved the support. But now that I'm broke, I picked up my old vibrator from the store and sold it so I could keep donating and staying subscribed.
That vibrator was expensive.
I know, but I wanted to show my support for the Stubbers. So, I guess it was worth it.
A few moments later.
Groaning-o. These growing pains in my ass cheeks feel like I'm being stabbed with thousands of tiny little needles.
What is going on?
I think I'm feeling growing pains in my ass cheeks.
Exasperated, oh, for Pete's sake, Bobby, have you been sitting in one place for too long?
Grimacing, yes.
All right. Oh, let's get up and move around. Maybe some exercise will help.
But it hurts so much.
Are you sure it's just growing pains? Have you been stretching?
Not enough. Where in the...
Sign, okay, so let's do some stretches in here. Come on, give me those cheeks.
Oh, that's not helping.
Maybe some heat might help. I'll go get a couple of hot water bottles.
Comforted 'em. That sounds nice.
All right. In the meantime, I'll get you some ibuprofen. That'll help.
Thank you, guys. I just wish this would go away.
Don't worry, Bobby. It will go away in a few days, but until then, it looks like we're doing some stretching exercises and hot water bottles. We'll go away in a... What I'm stretching and hot light? Where why did oil power? By that knows all that
Great.
A few moments later.
Oh my gosh! Stan, are you okay?
Coughing and slurring, I feel strange.
You look like you just had a stroke. What happened?
Gasping, I think I cracked my dick in half.
That's impossible.
Stan, did you ejaculate?
Weakly, yes, I did.
Oh, hard. Well, Peggy, better get him to the hospital and fast.
Right? I've got it.
I still can't believe it.
Neither can I, son. Neither can I. A few moments later.
Woo, and that was really nice.
Thanks, Dal.
From outside the window, what the...
Oh, shoot. It's Hank. Don't worry, I'll handle this. Runs out to meet Hank. Hey, Hank, what are you doing here?
I saw you too. What was who? What?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Do not play games with me, Dale. I saw Loon giving you head.
Size okay, that did happen.
You two are dating.
No, we're just friends.
Friends don't do that.
Well, it's complicated. It's not what you think.
You're not attracted to Loon.
No, I'm not. I mean, have no interest in her romantically.
Oh, hey, just making sure. A few moments later. What's going on out here?
Boys, Balls and Kids come into town next week.
Oh boy, that's exciting.
He's an internet celebrity. He's the original fitness guru. He's been living in the woods for the past 5 years and is on a mission to help people get healthy and fit.
I think it's great that we get to meet Balls McGee in person. I'm sure he'll make us all healthier.
That's the spirit, Hank. Let's make sure we're all ready to give Balls McGee a warm Arlen welcome when he comes.
A few moments later. A few moments later. All right, folks, we're here to talk about something that's near and dear to our hearts, discontinued and those items we want back in the menu.
I'd like them Chana to make a reappearance. Remember those, Hank?
Of course. The relish of mustard, that unique bun. Yum.
Hell with Peggy on this. Otto was pretty great.
Oh no, I'd prefer the pizza to make a come back. Pepperoni, cheese, and that sauce.
All right. No doubt all of those items are delicious, and I'm sure you're all still pining for them. Boy, I guess I didn't realize how deep the nostalgia runs for these discontinued menu items. Looks like we've got quite an appetite for bringing them back. A few moments later.
Hey, Hank, I heard about this no live fish reaction place on the other side of town.
What kind of thing is that?
It's a place where you can take a live fish with you, put headset on it, and then the fish's reaction to different stimuli.
That sounds like a waste of time and money.
I think it'd be really fun.
I don't know. That sounds like a pretty weird idea.
Yeah, why don't we just do something else instead? A few moments later. What's going on in here?
Stan has been trying to stop himself from cracking his dick in half.
What? Is this true, Stan?
Yes, it's been a bad habit of mine.
Why are you doing that? Are you?
To get attention from my friends.
Oh, I see, Wells. That's no way to get attention. Look, why don't you try something else?
Like what?
How about trying out for a sports team? You could make some new friends and get some exercise.
I guess I could give it a try.
That's the spirit. Now I want you to promise me you won't crack your dick in half again.
Okay, I promise.
A few moments later.
Hank,
Yes.
I'm so glad we did this.
You too. And I'm not sure why we waited so long for this.
Me neither.
I think I'm in love.
Me too.
A few moments later. A few moments later.
Slurring I'm on cloud 9. Oh, don't worry, I just had a little too much fun with the cannon.
A few moments later. All right, Bobby, I'm here now. What was so important you needed to tell me?
I have a problem.
What kind of problem?